Kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. Jet, we Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on him. Ric Flairing on him. Ric Flairing on him. Ric Flair, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, I'm back. Season 2, we here. Next level, bigger and better. Let's go.
See me letting go. I'ma lose control. I'm not afraid to fall. Watch me drink it in and feel it all.
8 p.m. Monday night, so you know it's time to tune in to the Afterglow show. Shout out to Kobe and the FAMU rattlers, the football historian. The audience is pouring in at this time like Jackson State playing Grambling. Both hosts like quarterbacks but ain't scrambling. The Alcorn state of mind that I'm in got me blending in, but standing out like tiger skin. Shout out to TSU and all the recruits turning down big schools for HBCUs. They changed up the scheme, so we changing the scenes. Money for our likeness is nice, but this means we gotta give it all that we got in this game. Black college grad myself, I went to pain. Pick, run, hit, or throw, that's your option. Discussing the coaches, wins, and the losses on the Afterglow.
See me letting go.
Scotty, you went crazy.
I'ma lose control.
Every Monday night at 8, super crazy. Featuring Kofi and your boy Scotty. You know what time it is?
Go,
Let's,
go,
you heard me. Let's
go.
Season 2.
Go.
Enjoy.
Hey, welcome everybody. You are now watching the post-game show of the FAMU South Carolina State game. You already know it's your host, your co-host, me, Scotty, and my boy. Come here, boy.
What up, boy? What up, boy?
Hey, man, we here live at the South Carolina. Don't act like you weren't scared. Don't act like I was watching you in the game. Don't act like you weren't scared. Boy, it was quiet in the church mouse.
Bruh,
That last 5 minutes, you was quiet.
I was like,
Yeah.
I went from like, we whooping their ass. We whooping their ass today. It was supposed to be 20-0. I was like, this the worst whooping we done ever gave Buddy Pugh in his house.
It was looking like that.
It was looking like
It was
that.
looking like that.
And then all of a goddamn sudden, I was like, what the? And then, then it came back and they did it again. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
man, Willie, ooh, you better be glad. Oh, Jesus. You better be glad we won that darn game. Because I love calling him Coach Simmons. You know what I'm saying? But, bruh.
Willie was Willieing it up.
It was like, Willie. Really?
That's what we doing.
Come on, man.
It was getting ugly quick.
Bruh, it was 10 minutes left in the damn game. It's 20 to goddamn 0. 10:46 and goddamn counting.
Oh, it wasn't counting because he was throwing it.
Bruh.
So it wasn't even running.
That's my... Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. All right. So it was 20-0.
Yeah.
And I know he felt like we needed to score another touchdown. And
Just to put it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, bruh, in the last 3 games, we've had opportunity to run clock.
Yeah.
I watched all of them. We had a first and goal at the 1 against Alabama A&M.
Yeah.
We stopped running the ball, and I'm like, bruh.
Really?
If you run the ball.
Game over.
Yes, the game was already over. We had enough points, but the clock would at least run. He threw 3 passes, and we didn't advance the ball at all. Mm-hmm. It was 3 incomplete passes. Clock didn't run. You kick a field goal, then they come down and they threw some type of Hail Mary bomb at the end of the game and ended up. But that doesn't happen if you run the ball.
Absolutely.
There's not enough time left.
Absolutely. My issue with today's game is, one, I think this game went from Buddy Pugh getting fired because it looked like it. Listen, people in the stands were getting a little frustrated with Buddy Pugh, his play calling and all the things that were going on. They felt like it was really, really conservative. And the stuff that FAMU was showing defensively, you didn't understand why they weren't taking the deep shot over top of FAMU's defense. Now, my issue is this. In the last 10 minutes of the game, and it gets exposed, it's like, why were you not doing that from the beginning? Why were you not putting Shaq on go routes? Why were you not doing this? But let's go back to Willie. Let's go back to Willie really quick. 10 minutes left. 10:46 left. 10:46 left. He gets the ball. What did I say he had to do?
Run the
I said
ball.
he had to run. I said because the clock is now his friend.
Run the ball.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to do that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that happened, and then now he's in a situation. Musa ends up throwing a pick on a slant. The guy jumps it. BJ Davis makes an outstanding play.
Let me push pause right there, because the exact same thing happened at the Florida Classic 2 years ago with Ryan Stanley. Okay, we're on a drive. We have 3rd and 3. Ryan Stanley throws a slant. Okay, the Cookman guy jumps the route. He almost had an interception then. Now it's 4th and 3. What play did we run? The same freaking play. It got intercepted, and the game is over, and everybody's looking at like, we just lost the freaking play.
Wow.
Again.
Wow.
That's 9 in the goddamn row. It's ridiculous. Like, football does not have to be overcoached. You put a hat on a hat.
Absolutely.
Play good, solid. You use your personnel properly, and you manage the freaking clock. The clock is your friend when you're up big.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, the pressure is now on your opponent to have to do more with less time, with 10:46 left. You at least run 2 additional minutes off the clock if you run the freaking ball. Not to mention, McLeod was gaping them with like big runs. It wasn't like we were getting stopped immediately. It was like Musa could have run, and did his little quarterback keeper
and stay in bounds and just keep the clock running. Punt the ball
running,
because
bro.
Offensively, South Carolina State was inept.
We had them stopped.
It was
going to
inept.
be a shutout.
Yeah, it was inept all day.
It was headed towards a shutout.
And then you end up getting desperate. Is that Dr. Izzy? Shout out to Dr. Izzy.
Izzy!
Dr. Dr. Izzy.
Izzy!
And then I don't know what's in her cup, but she drinking something because they lost. Shout out to Dr. Izzy. Shout out to Dr. Izzy. She out here. So you have Willie. So okay, this is where it got bad for me. Okay, the first one, you said the first one's on who? Musa.
First one was kind of on Musa, but I kind of still blame Willie
for calling the play.
And whoever set that darn play in.
Yeah.
Because you should have run the ball.
Absolutely.
It was 1st and freaking 10.
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
Even if it's 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9, still run the ball. That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then so for me, it's like this, right? So then you have the second pick. BJ Davis makes another amazing pick, right? But this is what kills me. FAMU has been running this no safety high defense to where they try to take everything from the middle. They have the 2 safeties drop down. They play their corners in cover 3 in deep thirds. And Shaq is killing it. Shaq is murdering this thing. Back-to-back drives. They go 14-20, and now it's a dogfight. Now it's a dogfight. In the play right after the 14 touchdown, I knew Musa was rattled. Musa was shook.
Down.
Oh, he was shook.
On the road. It's big because now you have screwed up twice.
Absolutely.
Your teammates is looking at you like McLeod came off on the second interception. He picked up his helmet. He slams it down. I was like, the team.
You're losing them.
You got to get the team under control.
Yeah.
You got to get them, pull them back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame Musa for that because you have to manage the moment.
Yeah.
The moment is we whooping their ass, 20-0. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clean with the shutout. Now, a 20-point victory online to voters
doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. Now it's 20-14. Everybody's kind of like,
it was a competitive game. But it really wasn't.
It was not.
It was really what. And I got to get credit. Listen. Willie was calling a great 3 quarters.
Bruh.
I mean, it was an immaculate 3 quarters.
We was whooping their ass.
Called it amazing. But to me, Willie did Willie things at the end and got too pass happy.
He's smarter than that, bro. But sometimes he overcoaches.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, don't freaking overcoach. Keep it simple. Now, Buddy Pugh is a master of keeping it freaking simple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to beat you with what he got. But here's the thing. Shaq at the end of the game had it on the 3.
Yeah.
He had really another touchdown catch. And then after that, he basically gave out of gas. His body began to cramp up, which is why the last 2 incompletions basically happened. And they didn't try another deep one because he couldn't make it.
Absolutely.
So I was watching him carry him off. The guy gave it his all. But I'm simply sitting here like, Coach, Coach Simmons, it didn't have to be like that. It really did.
All right, so let's go around the SWAC real quick. Let's talk about some scores around the SWAC.
Yes, sir.
I got some finals. 26-12, Alabama State loses to Jackson State.
They covered.
Listen.
They covered.
I said it in the Afterglow show, and I'm gonna keep this on somebody's head tonight. I said this at the Afterglow show. I said it on the Blue Bloods. I said Alabama State is too gritty of a team. It's too gritty of an organization and culture to get 60 put on them. I said I don't even think they're going to go over 35. Final score, 26-12. Let's look at the stat. I'm going to give you some stats of the game. Shador goes for 332, 3 touchdowns, 7.2 average.
How many interceptions?
1 interception, 3 touchdowns. No receiver goes over 100 yards. He does it again, hitting multiple guys. Wilkinson has 18 carries for 85 yards. Alabama State, neither one of their quarterbacks threw for over 100 yards. Nobody ran over 50 yards. This should have been a straight blowout. Based off these stats, this game shouldn't even been close. But 26-12 is the final.
Right. Again, this is looking like Campbell is going to come into Jackson State homecoming and bust them straight, not straight, straight in the mind. Because, Alabama A&M did have the tools to apply additional pressure on Jackson State.
Alabama State
had the tools to apply additional pressure on Jackson State and put, just basically kind of like put them under pressure from a running the ball standpoint. And they had to, they've got the athletes. If you just look at the film that Jackson State has put out, I remember you saying it was going to probably be like that Tennessee State game, and that's basically
what it showed up to be.
What it kind of like showed out to be. If you can match Jackson State's intensity, and if you can be physical enough to keep them in the box, put pressure on Shador, but here's the kicker: you got to make plays.
Got to
make plays, and you got to score points. And right now, they only have two more teams, really. Well, three. They got Campbell, who's not in the conference.
Yeah.
So even if they lose that, it has no effect on the SWAC rankings. It might affect their national ranking if they lose, but they're at home, so they should win that game. But then you got your rivalry game with Southern University.
Yeah.
They're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde right now, as far as I'm concerned. You don't know which Southern University is going to show up. What I will say is, in that game, you can throw whatever records is out the window, however Southern is doing, you can throw it out the window. They're going to give it their absolute best, especially after what happened last year. And Alcorn is not going to let Jackson State come on the reservation
and do what they do. So word on the street is Coach Robinson refused to shake Deion's hand, and words were exchanged. Also, that I'm seeing he shoved Coach Prime. Listen, I'm looking at the comments right here. He shoved Coach Prime. He said somebody said they did shake hands. Stats don't tell us. Bama State was down.
Lying and instigating stuff.
That's
if
false.
You didn't see it happen,
We got ASU Aubrey got put out for target and false. They shook hands. That was clear. Anyway. So there's some riffraff going. Let me tell you this. Any disagreement, if they shook hands, they didn't. If there's a post game, if listen, Deion was talking big stuff, and they didn't get blown out. Oh, we your homecoming. Oh, you know what that means? It's a money game. And what happens with a money game? You get all money ain't good money.
Look,
you beat a team
Jackson State,
by 2 touchdowns. That's not a blowout.
Let me say this: Jackson State is good. They are right now the class of the SWAC. What makes them look even better was that dumbfounding game that we played down there against them to make them look larger than life.
Yeah.
The reality is we couldn't have played a worse game. Defensively, offensively, special teams.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was down there that showed up. Not to mention all the stuff that was happening with the team prior to going down there. Jackson State is good, but they're not unbeatable. And so they have to keep that in mind, that as the season goes on, they can't walk on the field thinking
they're going to win the game,
that it's going to be an automatic W. They're going to have to fight some games out.
You know what bothers me is the narrative, right? Because coming into this game, I was the only person that said they would not get. I think you probably mentioned it too. Blue said they was going to get blown out. Mike Reed said it was going to be a 60-piece, a Maynard special. Right. I kept telling y'all, Alabama State is too gritty for that.
They have the squad. They have the ability to control the game. They're physical enough to control it. And, just from a heart standpoint, even if you go back to the Alabama A&M debacle last year, Alabama A&M was literally better than that.
Yeah.
It was just one of those games where A&M
got caught slipping.
And
the momentum. Oh man, it was gone.
It just went out of control.
Absolutely.
And sometimes in collegiate ball, or really in any ball game, I've seen it happen in the pros. You know, where teams get shut.
Listen,
like that.
if Coach Prime is going for it for a minute left, that's that. To me, that's stat padding that he likes to do. That's the pad statting that he likes to do. Listen, man. At the end of the day, you're a coach. There's a code. There's a code. It's the same thing in the NBA, right? You don't show up the other team when you're getting blown out. That doesn't happen, right? The game is over. It's a minute left. Why are you going for it if that's the case?
Here's what I'm gonna say with that. I get the kind of code, but goddamn it, stop their ass. You know what I'm saying? You got a defense. You see they going for it. You know who you're playing against. You invited them in for your homecoming. Stop them. You know who you know.
Not a fan.
I don't like it.
Not a fan.
I'm not. I don't like it. But the
because
reality
you have 50. You have all. Listen. You have all 49 minutes, 59 minutes to put up all the points you want, and you're going to try to go for it in the last minute of the game. That's Bush League.
Stop him.
That's Bush League.
I get it.
That's Bush League, and it's up Deion's alley. That's Deion. It's up Deion's alley.
That's who he is. You know that.
Okay.
Stop him.
It's Bush League though. It's Bush League to me. All right, going around the SWAC as well. Listen, can I say it?
Go ahead.
Quincy Casey.
I was like,
come on,
bruh. If we watching FAMU in South Carolina State, can you stop calling out Quincy Casey?
Quincy Casey.
Like, bruh, what you doing?
Listen, X goes down with a monster thumb injury. Quincy Casey comes in, gets some rhythm, wins the game. All right, there's a massive drive to score and to tie it up in overtime. There's another drive to put him on the touchdown. Him, the running back. Listen, Quincy Casey. Got to give my boy QC.
Let's go, Q.
Credit where credit is due.
Let's go, Q.
I still think, listen, I don't know who's the quarterback at Grambling. I saw Amy play. I saw Quintarius Hawkins fumbled again. Didn't turn over again. I saw Cal Vance play. I don't know who's the quarterback for Grambling. I still think they have a lot of talent on that team. I still think they have a chance to win some games coming up.
You better come to play.
Quincy Casey.
Grambling played with heart today. They might get their G back. You think?
What's up?
They might get their G. They play with heart.
Well, he goes and say, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. You still got to come out with a victory. All right, and also going around the SWAC. Come on now. Andrew Buddy! Both my boys. Both my guys come through with the dub today.
UAPB 17?
I don't care. No, I don't care. Listen, I told you don't schedule Andrew Buddy for your homecoming. I said that. I said he's about to go 2-0 in homecomings because he got Alcorn coming too as well.
That boy good now.
2-0 on home. Stop playing with my man.
That boy good.
Stop playing with my man. I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, I liked it.
Oh, you know what I do it for? He coming for homecoming.
Oh, good. That's what UAPB is doing right now. Oh no, again.
Rush it. Let me get some of these stats. I mean, they're not amazingly. Listen. Andrew Body didn't light up the scoreboard or nothing like that, but he did what he was supposed to do. He got the dub, right? Let me see. Threw for 211, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Right. Ran for a touchdown, 55 yards on the ground. Ja'Cory Howard, 64 yards on the touchdown. Receiving, Derek Morton once again, the leading receiver. 7 receptions, 95 yards, no touchdowns, stuff like that. But Andrew had a fumble and he fumbled and lost the fumble. So yeah. But other than that, man, listen, he got the dub. You already know what it is. My guys got the dub. Andrew Buddy! You already know what it is. You already know what it is. All right. Listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on the Afterglow show, the post game, FAMU, South Carolina State, live here at the wrong one. All right.
Orange Bird.
Get your pickup orders at the same time as your prescriptions at Walgreens.
When we invest in ourselves, we're investing in what's next for all of us. Growing, creating, making moves that move us all forward. Together, We are black beyond measure.
You just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years.
We got iPhone 13s too. Switched 2 minutes ago, literally right before this.
iPhone 13 on us on any unlimited plan for every customer, with plans starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
Better go get you a Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac car. Got me a Cadillac car. Hey, before we get back to the game, shout out to my boy AP, young man. He said, Scotty, I've been watching. He's a young South Carolina State Bulldog in the raising. AP. Him and his dad came up to me. He's like, I've been watching you since the Celebration Bowl. Wow. He said you was the only person to pick us. He's like, I was like, yo, you're cool. I've been watching you ever since. So shout out to my man AP. Shout out to Mackenzie that came up and took a picture with me. Who else? So shout out to Dr. Izzy. Shout out to Miss Diane. Shout out to Mr. Shannon, who put this tailgate together, who've been feeding you, who've been feeding me.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, that
pound cake,
hey, fire
pudding.
Come on.
Burgers, right? Look, I'm gonna tell you the way that you know that you at an HBCU game.
When you smell what?
When you smell the fried fish. When the fried fish come to the air, you are definite. I have never smelled that at a Florida State.
Oh, not never.
I have never smelled it at a USC.
Not never.
I have never smelled it at a University of Florida.
Not never.
But if you come to an HBCU,
hey, nah.
You can pick any last one of them. And I'm here to tell you, the fried fish has an anointing that destroys yokes. Give him glory. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The fried fish is sitting there with the macaroni and the cheese. Oh, and if they bring the conch on out there, if they bring the scrumps on out there, I'm trying to tell you, it's a smorgasbord of all kinds of stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, but it's the fried fish that's the signature dish for HBCU game. It ain't an HBCU game.
It was a Romanade through the whole stadium.
By the time, a block away. A block away. I was like, oh,
I'm getting close.
Yes,
we're getting close.
We close there, bro.
It's like when you get close to the beach, you can smell the seawater.
Yes. When you smell that fried fish, right there, boy, I'm trying to tell you, with the cornmeal right there, yes, sir.
And fresh.
Yes, sir.
Got to be fresh.
Fresh.
If it ain't fresh, it ain't doing nothing.
Well, it smells different from catfish.
They do. But, okay, back to the FAMU of South Carolina State. I said this coming into the game on my pregame show. I said, this is the type of game that can catapult a team into their conference play, get them on track, and get them, in the right direction. I think Willie has to go back in the lab and self-evaluate himself of just
managing.
What is it? In critical gauge management.
The game. The same thing happened last year versus Mississippi Valley. Is 17-0. 17-0.
Yes, it was.
McKay throws the pick six.
Yep.
And now it's a ball game.
And then he the next
then he got
sack fumble.
Yeah. I'm like, bruh, run the freaking ball. If you do that, the game is over. You maintain control of the game when you do that.
Absolutely. Now, South Carolina State, I have to be honest. If I'm a South Carolina Bulldog, it's that was false hope. If I'm being honest, that last 10 minutes.
But they never quit. Like when you play a Buddy Pugh coach stand, you have to be ready for them to play for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
No matter what. They do not give up. They are not going to quit. They are not going to lay down. The last time we were up here, the game was not close. What made the game close? Ryan Stanley threw a pick six, and they blocked They blocked 2 punts. That's 21 points
Gone.
that FAMU gave South Carolina State. So what I'm saying is, irregardless of that, they are not going to quit. You coming into Orangeburg, you have to know that. Playing a Buddy Pugh coach team, you have to know that, which is why you keep the game methodical.
Yeah.
You make him have to come out of his norm.
And which I believe they did. I believe Buddy, he had to open up the playbook that last 10 minutes because of the simple fact of the matter is you had to get back in the game.
It was there
the whole game. It was there the whole game. And now my thing is this. If I'm a South Carolina State fan, I'm looking a little sideways at this offense. I have to. I think the defense put up a heck of an effort. B.J. Davis showed up. Jablonski Green showed up when they needed to. But the offensive side of the ball still does not look it looks incoherent.
The difference is FAMU understands that job number one, I do give Coach Simmons and his staff credit. When you play South Carolina State, you have to stop the run.
Yeah.
If you don't stop the run, that opens up the passing lanes, and you put them in third and short situations where they're in control of the situation, and they have explosive. They utilize explosive plays in the run game. FAMU was able to neutralize South Carolina State on the ground, so they were repeatedly in third and long, third and 6, third and 7, third and 8, where Fields was having to make throws, and fortunate enough for us, I do give our DBs credit for standing in there, understanding the assignment, and being physical with the receiver. Sometimes it's okay to give a pass interference if it's going to prevent a free kick.
Oh, yeah, always.
And that happened on the last drive. We gave up a pass interference because if you don't,
it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes you have to be lucky. I'm glad we came away with the W, but it should not have been that close.
I would say that it definitely shouldn't. I think the game could have easily gone FAMU's way if they would have kind of kept the. Listen, I like the aggressiveness, but not in the situation. I just think you could still be aggressive, but making safer calls, making safer reads.
That slant route can always be jumped by a linebacker. That's what happened in the Celebration Bowl with Shadur.
Mm-hmm.
He threw a slant.
He did. It was a mesh route. It was a mesh concept. Yeah.
They intercepted that and down near the goal line.
Yeah, they did.
In the second half, he did the same thing again. Jacoby got him.
No. He fumbled one and then he threw one to Warren Newman. Okay. In the crowd, it bounced up, and then the linebacker got it.
They are notorious. South Carolina State's defense is notorious for doing that. I'm just happy it wasn't a pick six this year. But I've seen it over and over again where they start out up front. Bless you, man. You shall live and not die in the clever works of the Lord. You shall live and not die.
It was a guy dehydrated, and
he's sitting out here in this heat and drinking all
that. We got the ambulance out here and stuff like that.
Black people, let me tell y'all something. When y'all come out here and it's a daytime game, because we in homecoming.
Yeah.
If you are over 40, and it's a daytime game, and you sitting in the heat, slow down on the liquor. Slow down on the dark liquor. It's going to dehydrate you. You can't, look, you're going to be walking in the sun, greeting people, giving all that energy, dancing, talking all this noise. I am telling you, I'm saving somebody's life today. I feel
you feel it?
I feel like I'm saving somebody's life. Don't be sitting up there in the hot sun and giving all that energy like you 20. You're not 20 no more. And it's hot. People, take it easy. Drink plenty of water.
All right, real quick.
All right.
Breaking news. All right, touchdown by Southern over PV. Currently third quarter, 13 minutes into the third quarter. Southern is up 17-13 PV, 17-13 PV. Bashawn McCray throws a 23-yard touchdown to August Petrie, transfer from Rice. Listen, we've talked much about this game. I had PV winning this game. I think you picked PV winning this game.
But again, it's Dooley's familiarity
with the team,
with Prairie View, that I felt like was always going to be kind of like a shadow, and it seems like that's what's happening right now.
Absolutely.
Like, because they're doing enough on the ground and maintaining, or keeping Prairie View off the scoreboard. Last year they didn't do that. It was like 30 to something at halftime. So, yeah, but it ain't over yet. So we'll see.
All right, final thoughts before we let this post game go, guys. We appreciate everybody coming out, watching this post game show.
Man,
Final thoughts on the atmosphere. Final thoughts on the game.
Man, South Carolina State has an amazing game day atmosphere.
People was leaving. I ain't gonna lie to you. People was leaving in the third quarter.
Look, the game day atmosphere surrounding the game. The stadium is nice. You get a good view. It's a good sound in the stadium. The scoreboard is amazing. The fish smells absolutely wonderful. And people like to tailgate. They love, and it's a friendly crowd. But, they kind of felt like they was getting kicked to sleep, and they was leaving kind of early. They kind of gave up. But the people that stayed made it a lively little atmosphere, and it was quite interesting coming down the stretch.
Got you. Let me, I think we have the altercation with Dion, and let me see if I can get that. Yeah, I got the altercation right here, guys. We're going to bring this up for you guys so you guys can see the altercation if you have not seen it, with Dion and Coach Eddie Robinson. Pause this real quick.
All this love is waiting for you. He's walking. They dab each other up, bro.
Boy, that's a nice D-line swim move right there.
Oh,
hey, that's pretty smooth.
Oh, he
hit him with the ha right over. Ha.
Uh-oh.
I like it. Listen, that's a defensive guy right there. That's a linebacker right there. I want to zoom into this. Hit him with the up and over. Let me see. Trying to zoom in. View. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, that's a nice swim move. That's a nice move.
That was intense.
He hit him with the ha.
I saw it.
Ha.
Yeah.
All right, now listen.
Mr. Miyagi would have been proud. Wax on.
Oh man. Listen.
Wax on.
This is what's listen. I can already know what's going to happen. Dion's going to play the God card. Oh, brother. It's all love. No, you was talking all that crap about money game. Oh, this a money game. Oh, this a homecoming. What's that mean? He not ready for that. He don't want no smoke with that. Eddie Robinson, listen, from here on out, Eddie Robinson is Coach Eddie Robinson. No more real estate agents. No more real estate agents.
He on his way to court. CORCH.
He said, I'm done with the smack. He said, I'm here now.
Listen, I'm him.
I'm here now.
I'm about it.
Come on.
He gave it that Hornet spirit.
Come on. I love it. If you a player, you gotta rock with that as a player. If that's my coach, I'm going to back for Eddie.
Come on, man. That was something else.
Come on, man.
Well, look, I like that. And again, Bama State's going to be a tough out for whoever they play. If they don't, because here's the thing. After a game like this, emotionally, you put in a lot.
Oh, yeah, just to get there.
So who do they play next week?
Valley. They play Valley. At Montgomery. In Montgomery.
Okay.
In Montgomery.
That's their saving grace. But if they don't come to play, that game could be interesting.
Listen,
it shouldn't be, but it could be.
Listen, I've said this on numerous times. I wasn't an Eddie Robinson fan. I am now. I like them. Listen. You listen, man.
They on their way.
Listen, man.
They on their
Eddie,
way.
and I hope Eddie keeps the same smoke in the press conference. I hope Eddie keeps the same smoke in the press conference.
Keep it 100.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it 100.
Because Dion don't have no resolve and no remorse. What he say?
Take it back. I ain't appreciate.
Nah.
I ain't like.
Nah. None of that.
I wasn't feeling.
Not even.
I don't like being phony.
Come on.
I just wanted to tell somebody today. Yeah, that's what.
Listen. I'm coming in the press conference, bringing all the smoke.
Bring that in.
I'm bringing all the smoke.
Look, I ain't liking when we was playing in the NFL. I'm gonna tell it all. I thought he was being shaded, and all of that extra showboating and talking all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily about the game. I ain't like it. That's what he should do.
I need. Listen, I don't want no calming down. I don't want none of that. I want Eddie Robb to keep that same energy because Dion out here trying to look like he Mother Teresa, but he be talking all that smack too. That's what killed me. He talk all this smack, and then he want to walk up like he Mother Teresa. With his fingers, and they be out here like this, all that. No. Keep that. Hold that.
Yeah, keep that same energy.
Hold that, bro.
Keep that same energy.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna see you in the press conference. Catch you on Monday in the SWAC conference, and I'm speaking all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yo.
Yeah, we come.
He thought he came in here. Listen, congratulations, Jack State. They won the game, but it wasn't no money game. You ain't treat us like no FBS squad, supposedly.
They not an FBS.
Come
squad.
on, man. Stop playing with me.
But here's the deal.
I'm playing.
Once again, kudos to Alabama State. And learn from the moments. Learn from the conversion moments. The little things that didn't happen. Looking at the calls that were missed. The execution moments that were missed. When it's a game like that, for me, it seems like it was winnable.
It was. It was.
So
very much so.
You have to make plays against Jackson State. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. They're not going to give it to you. But if you come with it,
you can take it.
You can take it.
You can take it. Let me ask you this. Does it look worse that the expectations for Jackson State and what the score was supposed to be compared to what it was? Because I said, and this is what I said I would give more credit to Eddie Robinson for keeping them below 35 than I would for Dion scoring 35, with the expectation is they supposed to put 50. Everybody in these freaking comments said, oh, Scotty, you know what? We taking calls. My bad. I'm about to get up out of here like we ain't taking calls. Call lines open, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Let me open these call lines up. I keep forgetting I don't take calls. But so my thing is this, I said it.
There is one other participant in the conference.
I said it, and this is what I said. I said I would give more credit to Coach Eddie Robb for keeping them below 35 than I would give Dion for winning the game. Just like, oh, I just won the game, because everybody in these comments, 50, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, no competition. That's what everybody was saying.
Well,
no competition.
Tennessee State held them to 16.
Come on, man. But this supposed to be an FCS squad.
No.
FBS squad.
And again, FAMU has a lot to do with that Jackson State mystique. We made them look really, really good. Really, really good.
Let me go to who was here? Somebody was here first. 0547 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Got it. What's up, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mike calling from Tallahassee.
Talk to me.
Privy. Oh, boy, he almost gave up his sight. Boy. But, okay. Yeah. But check this out, man. One thing I noticed today, I watched the FAMU and Jackson State game. We got to do something about these refs, man. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, my God.
I saw some bad ref calling for FAMU. I saw some horrible. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
They be making up calls in
Dog. They missed like 6 pass interference calls. It was just unreal.
Not just missed it, but if the pass leaves the quarterback's hand, The pass leaves the
Right.
It's not a fumble.
Right.
Oh God.
Right. And they did it twice. They did it 2 times. And I noticed with Jackson State, I don't know if they won't be on the win so bad, but I noticed some calls is like, what? But you know, it just the luck of the draw, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I know it's nothing really can be done about it, but somebody need to start vetting these refs, man. Get them from different conferences maybe, or get them from different states. I don't know, but you know, I saw some good games today too. Alabama State, even Prairie View and Southern, it's a good game right now.
Yeah.
But with FAMU, I noticed one thing I don't like. You know, I love Coach Simmons, but one thing I noticed is like he be taking his foot off the gas at a certain point, and he do this a lot of games. I noticed.
I don't know if he was
instead of going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if he was taking his foot off the gas. It was just simply the wrong strategy for the moment. It's like you are up 20 freaking points with 10 minutes left, 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. If you run the ball, you're taking at least 40 seconds off of the clock per play. You run it again, you're taking an additional 40 seconds. That's 40 plus 40 is what? 80. That's a minute,
right?
20 seconds off of the clock. You know, you might force them to have to use timeouts. Then when you punt the ball deep, you're playing a field position game, forcing Corey Fields to have to make certain throws that he hadn't proven that he could do yet today. But you give each team the short field, and they're going to look amazing. It'll be a lot more aggressive.
Right. And I got to give it up to Scotty, too, because he said it before the game. He said, man, something don't feel right about that Bama State and Jackson State game, man. And you could see it. Even Shador, they kept bringing him in the tent. They were saying something was wrong with his shoulder or something. I don't know, because he was getting banged up. I don't know what Eddie Robinson told his defensive coordinator, but they look like Jackson State playing Jackson State on the defense side for Alabama State, man. They were putting so much pressure on Shador. And I don't blame Coach Robinson at the end of the game. Really, he did shake his hand, but he stopped him when Dion came in to do the little hug part of it. And I don't blame him. I'm with Scotty on that, too. Don't be talking all this trash all week. Talking about we're going to celebrate. We're going to have a good time. It's homecoming and doing all that. And when these boys come out there, they start putting Shador in that dirt. I noticed he kept talking to the ref. And even one of the refs said, I got you. You could see his lips reading. It was like in the second quarter. He said, man, listen, I got you. I know he probably was saying that just to get him off him, but you never know what that means, man. But, you know, I just got to say it was some hard-fought games today, and y'all keep doing what y'all doing, fellas.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Go ahead.
What was that Boosie song?
What Boosie's on?
You want to talk?
You want to run your mouth? You want to... I was set this... No, set this. No, I was set this. Hey, Ray. Eddie Robinson. Hey, Eddie Robinson.
You want to run your mouth?
Hey, you want to talk? You want to run your mouth? Hey, facts, bro. Facts. Come on, man. Facts. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Mr. D, coming to you. What's up, Mr. D?
What's going on, Scotty? You two look good out there in South Carolina. How you doing, man?
Good, looking good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Look, man, let me tell y'all something about that Jackson State game. They was on pressure, full blitzing that whole game on Shador. There was a hit that I actually think Shador got hurt with his head because his head hit the back of the field, and he didn't look right.
Yeah.
But that pressure was on him. And just to let everybody know, everybody's talking about the handshake. You should look at the state troopers had to like push them off from the side, and Dion was mouthing off, saying something. He was pointing, looks like, allegedly, I should say, that he was like, meet me outside. And I think that you should look at that part. But I mean, it was no love lost now. So I guess we got a new rivalry right now.
I love it. Like I said, I'm now calling him Coach Eddie Robb.
Bama State is.
We just call Mr. D.
Bama State coming in this way.
They coming somewhere. They doing something. Sean, coming to you. Hey, Sean, you live.
Man, how y'all doing, man? Peace, Scotty and Kofi. Thank you for having the show. You turning up, giving out some information. Just real quick on the Bama State Jackson State thing. The first caller, he's completely lost his damn mind. There was several calls in that game where the SWAC refs just showed you who they are, where they don't study the rule book, don't know the rules, and they don't follow through with what they needed to do to execute. It wasn't no in favor of anyone, because if you go look at the penalties, Jackson State was penalized far more and had more 15-yard penalties than Alabama State. So you can get rid of all of that. Like on one drive in the red zone, Jackson State had 2 15-yard automatic first down penalties, and then the quarterback fumbles forward into the end zone, and it's recovered by a lineman on the goal line in the end zone. And instead of it being followed by the rule to be a touchback because it was fumbled forward, they called it a touchdown and didn't give an explanation. So you can't really say that you just got bad reffing, man. That's all that happened. But hey, man, I appreciate the energy everybody's giving.
Hold on, talk about.
Yeah.
That doesn't remind me of the rule, because if I fumble the ball, the only time it's a touchback offensively is if it goes out of the end zone. That's the only time, because I can fumble
you can't fumble into the end zone. The rule was red, Scotty. The rule was red, Scotty. I made sure to look it up, because when I was live, I made sure to look up the rule. It is you can't fumble forward into the end zone.
Okay, so what's the difference if a guy doesn't break the line, right? So if he doesn't break the line, the ball comes out of his hand and it rolls in, it's a touchback?
It's a touchback.
Yeah, that's a touchback.
It's supposed to go out the back of the end zone for it to be a touchback. That's what I thought.
It has to be in your hands for it to be a touchdown.
I don't know. I might.
The lineman. All right, look, this is what happened, Scotty. The quarterback was stopped initially. No forward progress. What happened is he lunges, right? When he lunges, he loses the ball, and the line and it goes into the end zone. It's fumbled into the end zone. The lineman jumps on the ball. They don't even say that they don't say fumbled and recovered by the offense. They don't say none of that. They say touchdown.
Hey, that's tough. But I mean, it's SWAC. It's SWAC refereeing anyway.
In Montgomery, they extra special.
Yeah, he did. You did say that. Kofi did.
That is in the water in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it was a lot of it was some stuff. You know what I mean? So the refs is just horrible. Period.
Facts.
We ain't getting no good refs. We ain't getting no good refs.
I agree.
But that was you called it, Scotty. I kept thinking about it the whole time. I was like, this bastard was right. It just didn't feel right, because they kept trying to get the offense going, and they kept doing it. It was just something. And man, I don't know how you predicted that bull junk, but you did.
I appreciate it, Sean, because you be killing me in the comments, but I appreciate you calling and giving my credit.
Yeah. I gotta give you credit.
Hey, appreciate the call, Sean.
All right, bro.
All right, man, appreciate it. Let's go. We're gonna go 2-1. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all calling in all Jackson State stuff, I might just hang up on some of y'all. This is a FAMU post-game show, so if you don't give no FAMU stuff, I'm hanging up on y'all. All right, I'm just telling you that right now. So don't be here talking all Jackson State crap. All right, 8695 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Got it.
What's up?
Got it. What's up with you, man?
What's up? Who's it?
Man, first of all, this Earl from DC, man.
Talk to me, Earl.
Oh, one, Willie Simmons, he got to go.
You said what?
I got 3. I said Willie Simmons, he got to go.
Oh, Willie Simmons got to go? I told you he ain't no offensive guy. I keep trying to tell y'all that.
All right, so look, I got 2 points at Jackson State game, and I'm gonna get off your line, brother.
All right.
1, Shador Heisman, cancel that. Cancel Christmas. It's over. 2, the Blur Nation. No. It was cold out there. It was an all-0 coverage because nobody won a one-on-one matchup.
Why you stupid?
In flat breath, they are terrible, but my goodness, Scotty. I wish you could have had a chance to watch it, but man, it was press man, across the board, bringing 5, bringing 6. Shane Hooks getting taken out of bounds by the corners.
No!
Oh my goodness. Brother. I can't wait for you to watch this game and review it. That's all I got, man. I'm going to get off your line. Enjoy your day.
Hey, God, not pushing them out of bounds. But I kept telling people that I said, listen, and I'm going to keep stating it. I said Alabama State is too gritty of a team for you to think that they just going to let you come in their house and put 60 on them. They're not Grambling. They're not FAMU. They have a backbone that they're not going to just lay down. That's just not Alabama State. They've never been like that. Yeah, you see how the call line shifted up real quick on that Jack State stuff. Listen, if you want to call in about Jack State, you have to wait till Sunday or Monday on the Afterglow show. I ain't got time for all that Jack State stuff, all right? Dre, coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Man, I think Buddy Pugh needs to overhaul his offense. He kind of been needed to do that.
Agree.
Since I was an undergrad.
Agree.
But because he's a legend, it was like you're trying to tell a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't really tell him because he's won. He ain't won as much as everybody, you know. But he's won enough, and he's a legend, been there 25-something years. But that offense, they haven't had a good quarterback. They probably haven't had an all-me at quarterback probably in a decade.
Fields is capable.
You know.
Yeah.
Fields is
capable. You said capable. Is it capable? That's a low bar. Capable means you breathe.
You know, I think that going into this year, I was expecting them to have like a player of the year status.
I'm going to put it like this. You talking about Andrew Body getting in the portal? If he goes to South Carolina State, Dak is probably first team all FCS.
Hey, I'll take that. Now I'll take
what
that.
I'm getting at?
I'll take that. I'll take that. Hey man, hey Jay, I'm gonna have to let you go because it's getting dark and it's lighting me, but it ain't lighting Kofi, and I don't want people to be out here standing and looking. So we gonna have to shut this down a little bit. We're gonna take 2 more callers and we gonna be out. All right, appreciate the call, Dre. 2149, and then I'm gonna go 5939, and then we out. Hey, calling you live.
Okay. All right, you can call Dre. 2149.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. Turn your background down. What's good?
Oh, sorry. Hey, what's going on, Scotty? Javion from San Diego.
What's up, Javion? Talk to me.
I have 2 questions on this FAMU game. For starters, number 1, would you say if South Carolina State had Rashawn McCray, you think they would have been in a better game?
No. Nah, I think they're I think they're all the same kind of quarterback, if I'm being honest. I think Fields, Rashawn, and Nix, they're all in that same boat, is that they need a running game to be effective. They need the running game to be effective.
Or to be extremely hot, like he was in the celebration.
Oh, yeah, you got to be on the roll. Got to be on the roll. Or how Rashawn was in the Alabama A&M game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That late game, he kind of caught a stride and stuff like that. So I don't think that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that.
You said you meant Rashawn McCray from Southern, right?
Yeah, Rashawn McCray. Sorry about that.
Rashawn McCray. You're Rashawn McCray.
Or Rashawn
He
McCray
said
from
Rashawn
FAMU.
McCray was on South Carolina State. Could they have won that game?
Okay, my second question I would say is, do you feel like Willie Simmons have too much pressure on him, being the offensive coordinator and the coach?
He's not the
and he feels like he should pass that on?
He's not the offensive coordinator. We have an offensive coordinator. The problem is he's making play calls. You know,
I think that's putting too much pressure on him calling the plays, because his offensive playbook, he's always been a pass forward guy. So I don't feel like he understands when to don't put the foot on the pedal and just run the damn ball, because he should have ran the ball the whole 4th quarter.
Run.
I said that. Hey, man, appreciate the call, though, Javon.
That's common sense.
All right, last call, 5939, coming to you. Hey, call you
Scotty,
live. What's good? You're live.
I'm good. What's going on, Kofi? This is Matthew from Minneapolis.
What's up, my brother?
Good. I watched like 3 plays from the FAMU South Carolina State game. I watched the play that they reviewed for a long time that really wasn't a fumble. And then I saw Musa miss Xavier Smith down the field. But I am going to go back and watch that game. But my question for both of y'all is, who's coming out of the West, right? And low key, I've been feeling this. I've been feeling this way. I'm a Jackson State alumni. I ain't gonna make this about Jackson State, but I really want Alcorn to come out of the West, right? and I want us to lose to Alcorn, not on November 19th, but the SWAC championship game.
So you can see Jackson State to go in the
playoff. But
Jackson State would have to.
Who y'all think coming out the West?
As of right now, Alcorn as of right now. Depending on how Southern looks to finish this game, it might be Southern, but Alcorn as of right now. But, hey, man, appreciate the call. All right, Kofi, listen, we're going to shut this down real quick.
Sir.
Quick thoughts, and we're going to let them go.
Man, it's a lot of great HBCU games. It's
Absolutely.
Today is one of the separation Saturdays where the definition of your team begins to come into full display. Everybody can see your strengths, your deficiencies, because who you are now is really who you really are.
Yeah.
Got maybe a couple more games left, but it's a lot of football left. I think that people are encouraged. I'm excited to see how Alabama State's going to look closing out the season. It's a lot of great football, a lot of football ahead, man, and I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. It looks like we're watching the game right now, Southern and PV. Looks like Southern is kind of picking up their tempo on defense. They're kind of figuring out what PV is trying to do. So it looks like Southern might pull this one out. Going on the flip side for me, listen, Willie Simmons, going forward, I'm always going to keep questioning Willie Simmons' play calling. That is always going to be in the back of my mind with Willie. No matter how great offensively he is, somehow, some way, he's going to F up a play call, and Willie going to do Willie things and mess it up. South Carolina State going forward, you have to get your playmakers the ball. I can't stress that enough. You got to learn how to get your playmakers the ball. Shaq is your guy. Got to figure out ways to get him the ball early and often involved in the games. And defensively, listen, that DB room is not what it used to be.
No, and we knew that coming into this year. You lose somebody like Durant, that's a big loss.
Yeah.
Just like FAMU losing Marquise Bell is a big loss. So you have to be able to adjust and coach those guys up. Now, here's the thing. South Carolina State's season is far from over. Like, they haven't even gotten into their conference schedule yet. So they could very well win out in the conference and be in the Celebration Bowl again. The thing is, if they win the Celebration Bowl, are they the HBCU champs?
To me, you are. Listen, man, I'm not on the one lose to the team, beat the team. I don't care about all that. You end up in the biggest game of the year, and you win, you're the champ. Simple. You're the champ. You're the champ. I don't care about all that other extra stuff. You're the champ. All right, guys, listen. You already know what it is. It's my boy Kofi. You already know it's Scotty. Listen, until next time, you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler. God bless. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like the stream.